Anxiety, thank you for the 56 months. Yeah. I'd like, can't. Looking for party, thank you for the 5 months. Charlie, thank you for the 25 months. Skolski's the 47 months. That's just a lot of love. I still haven't even beaten the game with these idiots. Can I just never beat the game with them? The fishing wasn't great, and then it started to get good, and then we had to leave early. So yeah, we had to leave early. I don't really want to talk about the why as much as it sucked dick. The kids were very unhappy about it, and I'm very sad. Chum, thank you for the 10 gift subs. It really sucks. I haven't done it on Isaac yet, huh? Thank you very much, Chum. So what's new? Anything exciting get discovered while I was gone? Dojang for the 10 gift subs. 1212 is a very good number. I did enjoy my time, which Terminus saying for the 50 months. That's the new mommy, right? Yeah, that's the new mommy. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know where I am, who I am, what I'm saying. I need to remember what these are. So did I not unlock new Kane either? No, I swore I did. I did. Oh, but I didn't beat the boss. Okay. There's still a boss I haven't beat on Isaac either. New mommy. I don't quite have enough Eden tokens yet. No one cares about Maggie. But already for the 31 months. Let's start off easy with an Isaac run, I guess. But I didn't catch anything very exciting, Doge, no. Nothing I even took a picture of. So, that's disappointing. Lake was cool as hell, though. Took a while. Figure it out as it does with a giant-ass lake. But we were getting there. Like I said, as things were cut short. Is what it is. It was the whole vacation I had said. It was a big deal to me. So it really sucks that it got fucked up. But Alice had fun while we were there. No 50-plus pound cat. Nope. Didn't do it. Couple in the teens, but no big striper either. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not like that exciting. Yeah, it sucked because it was like a real shock that we had to leave too. I didn't know didn't know it was coming. So like, I would have done things a little differently had I known. You know, bleh, bleh. I'm pretty upset about it, honestly. What are you doing with that bad juju? 1998 Bayliner. Where are you taking that at? You have to take a boater's course there for that? I didn't think we had to until over 30 feet here. Lake Erie. Oh, fuck, dude. You taking me out? I mean, I'll drive. I just lost my devil deal. I should reroll. We going after those walleye? I don't know how to walleye fish. Teach me. I want to plan another fishing trip this year. To fish with chest. Storm Rider, 69 months, you beautiful soul. You know, in Ohio, if born after 1982. Oh, okay. So maybe, yeah, Michigan might be a little different there. That's not a that's not a massive boat. How is Erie compared? I don't know if you've been to any other Great Lakes. I know Lake Michigan's pretty choppy as fuck. Walleye running right now. I don't know nothing about walleye fishing. Except that I accidentally caught one catfishing. It horfed a nightcrawler on the way to the bottom. Little guy. Maybe a gal. I'm not sure. Why am I not bombing you, little horny? Hair jigging. What's hair jigging? Is this different than regular jigging? Do I make the jig out of my own human hair? Because I tried to do that in Nerds vs. Nature. It worked. But it was a pain in the ass. Doughy, even 22 months. Beard hair? Dude, bring it on. I make a fucking musky bait out of. Alice caught a golden shiner today, which I'd never seen one. I knew they were native here, but I'd never seen one. I was jealous. It was a decent one, too. She wouldn't let me use it as pike bait, which made me mad. Choo choo. Chugga. Chugga. I like fishing for anything. I don't care what it is. Every fish has its, you know, its big version. Working hard on the didn't get my deal. Should definitely reroll. I'm actually curious though. I'm not gonna. Well, I can spit out the hook. I love fishermen's stories. They have a very long tongue they use to spit. I gotta Google what hair jigging is. 10 to 15 foot of water. That's shallow. Is it breeding season? Hair jigging. Image. What's a... Oh. Okay. Oh, those are big fucking hair jigs, though. Yeah, I've heard they, you can get a lot of them on bucktails, because it's similar critter. Angel, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Sorry, fishing talk. Oh, I didn't realize what I took here. I hate this. We're gonna run it anyway. Mongolian knees is 47 months and a wall without a door in it. K9, it was 35 months. Gotta increase your devil deal chance. It could work. Hey, Baru. When does the racing resume? Dude, have you seen the changes? Have you played at all? I don't know, I've been on vacation. But I don't think any of the rate changes are conducive to racing. Cookie, thank you for the 13 months. It's actually a decent DLC, Baru. Like, I want it to suck, you know. But it's actually decent. There's some nerfs that people are salty about, but... And I like some of them I don't agree with, but that's game design in general, right? But it's actually pretty decent. There's some good stuff, but it's a lot of it's anti-birth, so I don't know how much of that. You didn't play like any of that, I doubt. I got a message from somebody the other day, and this isn't to shame you. This is just because I think it's funny about how Edmund was in here while I was like talking shit about the game. Just in case you didn't know, and I like. Yeah, I knew. I didn't stop or say anything about it. Honestly, at this point, the biggest win for me and Isaac would be that he DMCA'd me and told me I wasn't allowed to play his game anymore. Sorry, chat. It would just be very funny story. Rams can they for the 50 months. Evil robots scrolling for 55 months. That's the thing. And really, this isn't a bad DLC. Like it's the best they've done. I would argue. No, it's the best they've done for the DLCs of Rebirth. There's actually an ending that's interesting to play beyond the chest, and that's the first. Like I said, I think the changes will bug some more than others. Like if the changes would have happened back in my heyday, I'd probably be more upset about the breaking stuff, but I don't really plan to spend 2 hours on a run breaking the game very often anymore, so this thing sucks, right? It's not that bad. I still think it shows that there's some pretty wild disconnect from like especially between the anti-birth content and the not anti-birth content. You can see there's some wild disconnect in what it seems like the majority of people I know find fun and what Edmund wants his game to be. Like comparing his difficulty changes to anti-burst difficulty changes are like night and fucking day. Like one's fun and one's funny. Oak Harbor, Ohio. Where's that? I'll fucking bad juju. I'll go. I want to do another fishing trip. There's a fishing Discord channel in the Discord, and I was just thinking about it. I just googled bad juju, by the way. Legitimately googled bad. I was gonna show you, but you believe me. I don't need to prove anything to the internet. What did you say? Oak Harbor, Ohio. Oak Harbor, Ohio. Kalamazoo to Oak Harbor, Ohio. 2 hours and oh, dude, you're just east of Toledo. That's not bad. It's just under 3 hours for me. Man, I don't know anything about Erie. Is it? I know it's deep, right? But is it? Is the water as rough as it is in Lake Michigan? Never seen again? No, dude, I went to fucking Atlanta at like 2 o'clock in the morning to meet a guy to go fishing and lived. So I have no fear anymore. I did live on the edge. I didn't even bring like a pocket knife with me. I think I put a pen in my pocket for the one specifically. Sorry again, he still shows up. Sorry again, but specifically for the guy in Atlanta. And it was like, you know, yeah, it was Atlanta. I guess I'll roll it. It's garbage. I don't know. I just didn't think about getting murdered. I just think there's easier ways to kill me than to like spend weeks discussing fishing with me. Right? Though honestly, like I was saying I was in the T-Lex stream earlier and I was telling her like the amount of people that just lied to me entirely about like one, their fishing ability, two, some of them didn't even have fishing equipment. Three, like, oh, I can get a boat and I have awesome places to fish and or guaranteed to catch fish. And then like they didn't have a pole. Like, I guess maybe not. Maybe they would. Maybe there are weird murderers out there that would use that as a way to murder me. Dr. Luckling for the 46 months and chum. Thank you again. You still want to fish with me? I'd still love to fish with you. You know, life happened. I guess I'm calling it life. Let's call it life. Life happened. How's Robot Bauer treating you? What's life like as a robot? I'm just gonna fucking walk into the same room. I'm gonna leave the room, then I'll come back later and walk into those spikes again. But anyway, yeah, I want to do it again. Maybe I'll do it again for my birthday. I haven't decided. Oh, I have to push the button. My ex-wife is planning a trip with Alice this summer, so I was thinking maybe I'd try to cue it on there. Summer sucks for a lot of places that aren't Michigan, though, because it's fucking hot. Like, I don't want to go to Texas in the summer. Fuck that. Texas doesn't want to go to Texas in the summer. Dude, it's been so long since I've been out on the big lake. Well, that's not true. I took my pontoon out on on Lake Michigan the other night. The other night was like last fall, but it was like I took it out like 100 feet before I got scared for my life and turned around. Florida sucks. Yeah, like there's so many places that suck in the summer, and bugs and heat. And... I'm trying to decide where to take the next trip to. I still like the whole point of the trip, and I feel like a lot of people didn't get it, but the whole point of the trip was I wanted this like, genuine take me fishing experience, the way you fish. You know what I mean? Like I I wasn't super into fishing. Uh I've always liked it, but I didn't really know anything about it. I only like learned what my mom taught me. Uh which most of it was wrong. Sorry, mom, I love you dearly. We fished together today. She's still mad at me because I don't do anything she taught me anymore. But anyway, so yeah, like that was the whole point. Like I really wanted to go fish. I've only fished in Michigan. I don't had only fished in Michigan. It's the same type of lakes. They're very samey. Fish are similar. I really wanted this, different experience. And then I get there and people were just like, not really into fishing, which is weird because like, what they expect me to do? Not notice? Like I get lying to me on the internet, but like lying to me until I get there to see you. That's weird. Cause now I'm here. Probably didn't really think it'd come. Like we had pretty frequent interactions because I wanted to not drive. Like I drove a fuck ton, and I didn't want to drive anywhere I didn't need to drive. No, thank you for the 5 months. Sorry, I know that many of you don't give a fuck about fishing, but it's my life. Part of my life, not my whole life. Alice did say she loves fishing today, which up until this point she'd only said she doesn't like fishing. So I'm probably gonna get hit by a car tomorrow, is what I figured. But, today life is good. And sort of comments these days, yeah. Which is like I didn't want anyone to lie to me about it. That was the big thing. I just, take me fishing how you and your grandpa did it, That's the kind of thing I was hoping for. I don't want that shot speed, but I do want the syringe. Sex barge dream ever come true? I have a pontoon boat. I mean, you could fuck on it. Alice gets mad at me every time I tell her that I want to, when she's 18, I'm going to buy a boat and live on that. She's still at the age where she assumes she's going to live under the same roof as me forever. Did I say roof right? I did. Because bar roof. Roof. That's how I remember it. First time you're having your own boat fish? Sweet. That's a... What's that run you? The used cabin cruisers aren't too bad sometimes. Are you savvy with them? Because, man, there's a lot that can go wrong there, eh? Left all his fishing. What's this thing? More eyes. Dude, I always wanted more eyes. I don't... Did one of them shoot a white ball randomly? Oh. Oh, yeah. Randomly got some more shooting. That's such a weird-ass way to remember. I always said roof. And chat would make fun of me. So. I never called you Ba Roof, though. I always called you Ba Roo. No, I'm just bad at words. Fuck, I said milk for like 20 years of my life without realizing I did it wrong. It wasn't until like I got old enough that people stopped caring about like hurting your feelings, and they were like, why the fuck are you saying milk? And I'm like, what? And they explained to me that I was an idiot. And I was like, oh fuck, dude, I've been an idiot my whole life. That sucks. Hate that. What's this thing do? Doubles your friends. I mean, now you have a friend, and friends are cool. I want friends. Alright, where with me? Hello? No. Alice has started Alice and I, like, together, accidentally, I believe, created our own level of hillbilly word with yanked. Which is, like, you ain't, or ya ain't. Yanked. And I love it. Because she just runs around defending yanked as a real word. She's coined it. Y'all ain't? Yeah, yank. I don't know if it's real or not, but like I tweeted it earlier and no one seemed to have ever heard of it, so we may have just made it up. Y'all ain't yank. Either way, I support yank. You ain't never heard it before. We were in Kentucky though, so like what do you expect us to come home and not sound like fools? Kentucky was nice. It was pretty. The people were, you know, what you'd expect Kentucky to be. But it was pretty. Surprisingly pretty. We went like the perfect time. It was still kind of chilly the day we got there, so it took a couple days for all the bugs to come to life. I don't know that I would have loved it as much like this week. Bugs are probably full bore now. We drove through some clouds of mayflies on our way out that were like rain. I didn't come see you. I'm sorry. I didn't. Next time I travel, I'll put together a list. I'll advertise it for longer and put together a list if people want to see me. I'm down for human contact. I touched the fucking hand of the lady at the drive-thru today and like almost cried a little. It felt nice. It's like, oh, human contact. That's not weird, right? Rodum, thank you for the 5 gift subs. We were on Kentucky Lake. Oh my god. So, fucking one, Asian carp are nutty. Like, I knew they were crazy and I'd seen videos. But, the amount of fucking dents in my pontoon boat from Asian carp smashing into the side of it is pretty great. I'm not even mad about the dents because it's like, they're all put there by Asian carp, which is a good story. Worth a dent. But so they like didn't exist during the day for us, but at night they were fucking wild, dude. Just every time we turned the motor on, they were leaping at us. Uh, so we're fucking cruising in the pitch black dark, can't see a goddamn thing, and you're just hearing these Asian carp bang against the side of the boat, and then I hear bang right at the front center of the boat, and then bang a little bit closer on the floor, and then bang a little bit closer on the floor, and we're all like looking at each other, and it sounds like a fucking carp is flopping across the pontoon floor at us. The kids all run to the back of the boat. I'm standing up in my driver's seat, and you just hear this slow bang as it slowly gets closer and closer to you. And then it just goes right by me, and I'm like, there's nothing there. And I had ran over a buoy. It was just weeble wobbling and banging the bottom of the boat in a slow rhythm. It was very good. It was very good. Driving at night is fucking wild experience on lakes, especially when you aren't familiar with them. You can't see shit. Spaghetti thing in the VOD. Don't even remember it. I'm glad it was funny though. I should have. Oh wait, that's not a full recharge. I knew what I was doing all along. Ghost followed me on vacation, dude. It was too like everyone was so panicked that there was a carp on the boat. It's what it sounded like. It sounded like it was just slowly getting closer and closer and closer. And for those that don't know, Asian carp can get pretty fucking massive. We had actually caught one earlier that day on accident. Just casting out and snagged it on accident. And it was like, I think it weighed in at like 19 pounds. But they can get up to like 50 pounds. So when I say jumping up and denting the boat, like, they're a pretty seriously large creature. Jib, thank you for the 15 months. All boats are supposed to have a spotlight. What am I, the Coast Guard? Dude, if you think like a light helps that much, you're crazy. Plus, you can't like run a light at somebody else either. Like you don't want to be spotlight. I hate when motherfuckers do that. They have lights on their boat to inform me, there's 3 lights on a boat. You've got the light on top that's a white light and then a red and a green light. I may have done them backwards, but to inform you that it's a boat and so you know like which side of the boat is which, even though I don't know which light is which. Uh, and then motherfuckers are sitting there like blinking a flashlight at you like you don't see them. And I'm like, bro, you're just making this worse. I know you're there because of the lights on your boat. Stop blinding me. It's like shining your brights at somebody who's not running their brights. Which happens to me constantly in my Nissan. Anyone else have a newer Nissan? The newer Nissan, I swear, has the brightest headlights of any vehicle known to man. And I've just gotten to the point where I drive around with my hand on my bright lights, preparing to shine motherfuckers back for shining me. I'm so sick of of being flashed when my brights aren't on. How do you like it? Hey, everything for the 25 months. Like it's not my fault. The car came that way, brand new from the factory. I get that it maybe hurts your eyes, but like, I didn't do this. Blame Nissan. It's really nice having them when you're like I live in the middle of nowhere. So it's really nice having them, you know, to avoid hitting the countless amount of deer we have. But I get not wanting to be blind. I don't think I've ever shined my brights at somebody, though. Ever. Because there's that chance I'm wrong. That I never do it. I don't know if I want to meet the kind of person who does that regularly. No offense to those of you that do it. A little bit of offense, honestly. Like, why? You'll be fine. Don't be a baby. Flash one for deer as a cop. I don't do that shit anymore either. I had a really bad experience with that one where it resulted in me hitting a tree. Um, a tree had fallen down and was covering half the road, and somebody like parked in the oncoming lane and was sitting there flashing their lights at me. And so I like slowed down, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna just stop because this guy's just sitting still flashing his lights at me. That's fucking weird. And by the time I realized there was a tree down, because I couldn't see shit because he's sitting there shining his lights in my face over and over and over. It was too late and I'd already run over the tree. And then, like, I wanted to scream and yell at him for, like, why would you be there? You blocked the rest of the road. The only way to avoid it was to be in the lane that you were sitting in blinking at me from. You dumb motherfucker. But then he was, like, super sweet and towed my car home and shit, so I didn't yell at him. But honestly, dumb motherfucker. I'm just gonna take this. Rip the fucking radiator right out of my goddamn car. Dragon die. Thank you. It got cut short. I don't know exactly why, but it got cut short, and that sucks. I wasn't ready to leave, and I paid to stay longer. What's this? Oh. But, life, it does like to kick you in the face. Park department, turn your hazards on. I don't know. I get what he was trying to accomplish, but yes, make a bigger. If you're going to try to interfere with traffic, you need to do it in a way that, like, you're stopping traffic guaranteed. But again, middle of the night, middle of nowhere. If a dude's trying to stop me, I'm gonna fucking hit him. You got it. Like, he'd have to. You should find out why. Yeah, I should. And I'm normally super cool with, uh, like, I stop and help people all the time with cars, and everyone yells at me for it. Uh, and, like, I'll help change a tire, or a guy I can see he's pushing his car, I'll get out and help. That kind of thing. I'm usually cool with that, and I know eventually I'll get killed because of it. But when it comes to nighttime, things fucking change, man. Like, if you come running at me with a flashlight in the middle of the night, I'm gonna assume you want to convince me to you're friendly in order to murder me and wear my skin. I actually was in Detroit, leaving a sports game or a concert or something like that. And this dude comes running out. We're on, like, a side street that's pretty shady looking, and this dude comes running out of my car with a flashlight. And, like, I was seconds away from just fucking hammer down, run away, when he shined the flashlight in the road in front of me, and there was a pothole so fucking big, I swear to God, it could have swallowed my car. And he was just out there doing that out of the kindness of his heart. He is not an employee of anything or anywhere. He was just super worried because so much traffic was going in front of his house, and there's that hole there. there's just something creepy about the lights at night. And like I hunt, and if you've ever been hunting, you usually go out into the woods quite a bit before the sun comes up and leave just a little after dark. And I find it less terrifying to walk through the woods with no flashlight than to like shine a flashlight and have weird creepy shadows dancing in your light, and like worrying about turning your light and just seeing fucking Satan there with a boner looking at you, looking at him. Like I would rather just walk in the dark and get fucked by Satan without knowing it's coming. You know what I mean? You just always assume the worst is waiting just outside the light. That's the problem I have with flashlights. Thanks for coming to my talk about lights. Hate them. Who invented them? Fuck that guy. What's this? Follow the light. What light? Where am I following it? I don't see it. I hate lights. Didn't we go over this? A flashlight dual wielder. You just can never cover enough ground. I'll sit in the dark. I went downstairs to get Alice milk earlier. And I came upstairs. And I was just looking down at my feet walking up the stairs. And I get to the top step, and there's just two bare feet staring at me, like nude feet, not feet of a bear. Clarifying, just in case. I could see the confusion. And I screamed like the loudest Hank Hill you ever done heard. I didn't leave any trinkets anywhere. Is it too late to leave a trinket here? Will this be good enough? I'm going to leave this one here, I guess. But then Alice screamed, so I screamed more. It was a horrible thing. But I wasn't expecting to see feet at the top of my stair, and they weren't mine. But she just decided to wait for her milk at the top of the stairs. You can leave in the boss rooms too. Oh, really? Ow! Briar, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Man, I gotta figure out air conditioning again this year. I guess I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Being poor sucks. Anyone want to just take care of me? I was gonna say I'd take care of you, but like that's not a lie. Or that's not a lie. That's a lie. I just am gonna come really fast and disappoint you. I'm sorry. But I'm trying, I swear. Try window unit? Yeah. I'm following it. Oh. Oh. Is it gonna take me to Jesus? Oh, I get +7 damage in the goddamn light? Whoa. Alright, I'll come back. I wonder if it leaves if I didn't follow it. Probably. That's what I would do if I were Jesus. These dudes aren't even following me. What's the point of starting this religion? It's still there. Way to go, God. I won't say anything till you wake up. Do you ever just, like, punch him straight in the face? Because I would. Like, just square in the face. And I realize he's probably a child, but like, that boy's gonna have to learn. That kind of behavior is dangerous. Alice had like a very brief window of sleepwalking, and it fucked me up. I've said this before. I don't know why I've started like warning people. I've repeated, like, you're gonna leave and go get a drink real quick. Like, oh, he's already told this story. I'll come back later. I don't know why I say it, but I feel like I've been doing this so long that I have to, like, the 78-month guy could be like, yeah, dude, here it goes again. Story number 14 about his daughter sleepwalks. Anyway, my daughter, she sleepwalks, you see. Sometimes. Hasn't happened in a while. Uh, but, like, I just caught her fucking standing. Luckily, like, the lights were on and it wasn't a super creepy situation and I was with my ex-wife. But I just, like, caught her standing there staring. And it took us a while to recognize what was going on. We thought she was awake. But then after I realized she was sleepwalking, I now have this, like, irrational fear of going downstairs at night because I'm so afraid she's just going to be, like, standing there in a corner, staring in the corner. And I'm going to have to, like, you know, move out. Leave her here and move out. That's the friendliest way I can put it. Just grab the car keys and head out. So why aren't you going to eat those, Mr. Darkbum? Oh, alright. Apparently that's the hitbox on that. Yeah, dude, if they Blair Witch in a corner, like, how am I supposed to not fucking, knock their head off? My daughter is too good. So I guess the Blair Witching in a corner thing is like the sacrifice I have to make for having a really good child. I was sitting there watching Stargate, waiting for her, and like a bad parent I am, I was like waiting for her to, be ready for bed. It's spring break. Fuck it, she can stay up till she doesn't want to, IMO. Anyway, and she's just like, I'm gonna go brush my teeth and go to bed. Never. I would have never done that as a child.
It's gone. Just get over it.
I'm not sure why this replays. It's strange to me. We went on this vacation with another family and their daughter. And, like, she's not a bad kid. But Alice is freakishly good. Just far too good. And you really recognize it when you get to compare your child against someone else's. The things kids get into. Must be a good thing. It's like I didn't do anything, though. I just got lucky. It's not some awesome parenting talent. That's what I think about all the time when I'm hanging out with my friends and their kid. I'm like, they did, they parent almost identical to me. I just got one of the good ones. It's like when you read the reviews on Amazon, and you know, there's like 36 bad reviews, and you're going, like 480 good reviews, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gambling on a good one. Good RNG, yeah, that's what I'm going with. I've met a lot of kids that aren't afraid of punishment, and I think that's a big part of it. I think Alice is still at a point. I hope she can't hear me, but Alice is still at a point where she's afraid of the punishment. The other day, I jokingly said I was, gonna give her hugs, lots and lots of hugs, and she's like, I don't care. I don't want to do my homework. Give me hugs. Obviously, hugs is not what I said. And there was a moment where I was like, oh my fucking god, if she actually gets to a point where she tells me like she's not afraid of the punishment, I've got no other answer. I don't know how to combat that. I'm screwed. It's over, y'all. I remember telling my mom I wasn't afraid of a spanking once, and then she actually spanked me. Jesus, Lord Almighty. I will say that is the biggest one. I think. Like, I don't like to give anyone parenting advice because it's fucking weird and every kid is different, right? But I will say the one thing with Alice that I think I do very differently, Kim and I both do very differently than most parents, is we talk to her like a human being and not, oh, it's a baby, oh, sweetie baby, you know? There's, yeah. There's like a respect for me that goes along with that too, though. I find it really strange when some parents are like still sheltering their kids from the weirdest things. Like your kid's like 10 and you still don't swear in front of them, and every time you do you're like, oops. Like, come on, man. That's just weird and dishonest. Now, I will say, I still lie about the holidays, but I think she knows the truth. I tried to kind of bait it out of her the other day, because I'm pretty confident she doesn't believe it in the slightest, but she also just likes the fun of it all. No, there's no secret rooms here. I'm just drunk. Your parents don't like you swear on them? Yeah, dude, that's so fucking weird to me. As long as I'm not like, well, as long as I'm not like aggressively cursing at my parents, they're fine. Sometimes I even curse at them in jest, you know? I hope to have an adult relationship, you know, with my kids someday. Like a real adult friendship. People get so focused on the kid years as if there aren't a lot more adult years to be had than there are kid years. It's weird to me. I hate using the word adult because, you know, we all be looking at other adult things. That made too much sense. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been weird about honesty, though. Weird as in, I hate dishonesty. It's strange, I know. Even with my stream, like, it's... People just should be more honest about even bad things. Was my father dishonest? I'm always careful with this one because my parents watch my stream a lot. Yes, both of my parents were dishonest, but it was always about dumb shit, which made it even more frustrating to me. Like, rarely about anything that had any actual effect on my life. But like, knowing they're being dishonest, you know, there's something weird about that. Even when it's something dumb. I think just people in general are very dishonest. It's like across the board. I'm certainly gonna die alone. Just don't like people. Always lie about your dick size? Me too. Well, that's not true. I don't lie to you guys about my dick size. You're like the only person I'm honest with about my dick size. Otherwise, I just like to make funny jokes about how freakishly small it is. Not that I'm hung. You guys all know my dick. Those of you that hang out regularly know my dick size. But it's just being a dude. I hate it. You know? Like, I hate it. Oh, hi. Dudes suck. They're gross. They're the worst. There's no way to talk about your dick that doesn't make you come off as gross. Besides, like, just making jokes about your tiny, ill-equipped wiener. At least in my experience. That's why online dating sucks so much. Everything I want to say, I'm like, some dude said that in like the worst, horny kind of way ever. So I just not, you know what? Let's just not have this conversation we were thinking about having. Plus, I can't be horny on the internet because, you know, my stream. I guarantee you, the minute I try to be horny online, it's all gonna get shared on fucking the Google, Michael Google, and then I'll have to deal with Kill the Monk sending me $1.69 donations to make fun of me. I can't be horny on the internet. It weirds people out. I'm super paranoid about being horny on the internet. It just feels like a huge job security risk. Oh, I follow Cherno too. It is big horny. How am I recognized dating? Never. But I feel like it's a common question to like ask, what do you do? And I'm like, I play video games. And then everybody wants to like understand it. And then they don't believe me. So then I'm like, well, I guess I gotta show you. The other day I had, not the other day, a while, I don't know, whenever it was. I did a horrible job in this fight. What? I don't remember having this big of an issue with that. I say the other day for like any time between shoot the TV. Huh. Someone told me that like 3,000 times. And I just ignored them because I didn't want to be told. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like someone so much didn't believe me the other day that I said something in stream about it. Like I said something that I told them I'm dead, that I was going to say. Because they were that convinced I didn't actually do this for a living. I'm gonna just keep shooting over your head. Another one I tweeted. Because again, they didn't believe me. Like, I kind of get it, but I'm not big enough to lie about. That's what I always say. If I was gonna lie... You heal between those fights. Some amount. I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't scienced it enough. People catfish anything. Fishing, even. Yeah. So far, my best online dating experience has been I went to meet a girl. And she, like, lived with her whole family, and her dad was sleeping on the couch, passed out in his underwear. Like, that's the best online experience I've had. It was pretty tight. When I say online, I mean, like, dating app bullshit. Sounds ridiculous. It was actually funny. So we had to like hide in her bedroom like we were 14-year-olds, because her whole family, like her sister and her dad and everyone was there, right? So like, let's hide in your bedroom. It was actually funny. It wasn't meant to be, but we had a nice time. I enjoyed myself. It was an enjoyable evening. Just not love, you know? And not because of that. I had nothing to do with it. It's just funny to make that joke. And if she's here, sorry about that. Was not an insult. I genuinely didn't mind. I thought it was great. I am all about moving far too fast. You know? Just throw me into the fire and let me meet your family day one. I'm ready. I'm in. Because you're going to meet mine like day 2, because they just show up. My mom will follow you on fucking Facebook and send you Christmas cards for the rest of your life. That's just what's going to happen if we sleep together. Welcome. The one, like, super religious girl I dated, my mom, like, sends her fucking money still to this day, I'm pretty sure. Because it was the only religious one I dated. My mom was very happy about that. And it's weird because she married a rich dude with, like, a yacht. So she doesn't need the money. She also stacks pictures of my girlfriends on an old prom frame, which makes me, not even prom, sorry, it's 8th grade winter formal. So it's just like every girl I've ever dated is stacked in a pile in the same frame. Just in case, to be fair, I've dated like every single one of my girlfriends twice. So, like, I think part of it was if I have to pull this back out, it's right there. I haven't done that in a long time now, but for a while there, I was constantly, I don't want to say going back, that sounds bad, but going back. Going, back, back.
Then suddenly, the sky above cracked open, and a white beam of light reached down into
Subs, tips, bits, all that shit that lets me do this for a living. I appreciate it, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.